Hey everybody, it's Matty here with AltCoin Buzz. Hope you're having a great day. Hope your weekend is off to a great start. Got a little bit of a lighter day in news, but a couple of big developments nonetheless. We're going to jump right into this issue, the one surrounding Tron and its acquisition of BitTorrent, or purported acquisition. You may have heard of this already. We have some other news out of Hungary and Budapest. Hungary's trying to carve out a niche for itself along the lines of what we described yesterday with Australia. So we're going to take a look at that and Lisia's commentary on the issue. We have a little bit of news from a few days ago relating to a credit card executive that is all of a sudden very bullish, very pro-crypto. And we're going to close out with a special recommendation that we have, something that we have not necessarily shed light on this channel previously, but it's something I want to alert you guys to. But we're beginning, as always, on altcoinbuzz.io with this article by Garrett. So new reports suggest that Tron may be acquiring BitTorrent. Big news. BitTorrent Inc., the creator of the uTorrent torrent client, which has over 100 million users, may be finishing up acquisition talks with Tron. So Tron may purchase BitTorrent Inc. soon, suggests a recent report by Torrent Freak. Justin Sun and BitTorrent signed a letter of intent for the acquisition in January of this year. In that sense, guys, we already knew about this as far as that letter of intent. So it's not brand spanking new news, but it's the kind of thing that, it's progressing now. So it's not necessarily surprising anybody, but it's nice to see that it is progressing. And there's all kinds of legal documents that we're going to link to in the description that show us that Justin Sun actually sued Rainberry, which was what BitTorrent Inc. renamed itself last year. So he sued them for violating this, what's called a no-shop clause in an acquisition agreement that they had with Justin Sun. The case was dismissed, but in court later, but the temporary restraining order was something that Sun requested for Rainberry to keep them from talks with other buyers. So a little bit of legal drama there, a little bit of back and forth. If you guys want to check out those documents, we're going to link to them. Acquisition discussions must have continued, though, taking place because after the case was dismissed, a holding company named Rainberry Acquisition was registered in California. According to Torrent Freak, BitTorrent confirmed that they are in talks with Justin Sun, but the acquisition is not yet 100% complete. Now, guys, I'm still trying to figure out what it is that Tron is doing, what it's trying to accomplish. It's got very, very lofty ambitions, right? So for those of you out there, the majority of the audience that are smarter than me, a few dozen IQ points higher, try to, spell it out in simple words. How do you think that BitTorrent is going to complement Tron, right? An organization that's trying to create Web 4.0. Maybe you guys use BitTorrent. Maybe you guys are more familiar with torrent technology. But it seems like this is creating a lot of potential for a company like Tron that really wants to reinvent the internet from the ground up. Don't forget, guys, that Tron's mainnet is coming out on May 31st. So that's coming up. That seems to be synchronized with this acquisition, which makes things even more enticing and even more interesting. And currently, Tron ranks 9th according to cryptomarketcap.com. And it's sitting at a market cap of about 4.6 billion US dollars. So it's actually in reasonably good shape considering the market doldrums that we're seeing. What do you guys think this news is going to mean? Is that going to be a boon for Tron? Is this going to be a positive? I'm really, really, really curious, guys, to know what you think in the comments about the potential of this acquisition. How is Tron going to harness that technology? What are they going to do with BitTorrent Inc.? Would love to hear your guys' thoughts. And of course, we're going to link to all of the reporting here. So Tron, cryptocurrency founder, plans to buy BitTorrent Inc. Here are the legal documents that we talked about. So this was the legal drama that happened between Justin Sun, who issued a lawsuit against Rainberry. You can take a look at that if you're interested. And an explanation of that so-called no-shop clause. So are no-shop clauses kosher? Let us know what you guys think. It's a big development one way or the other. So now switching gears a little bit, an article by Licia. Hungary on track to join global blockchain market. Tamas Chigledi, that's what I'm going with. The organizer of the Blockchaineum 2.0 event has emphasized that Europe is getting serious about blockchain, and it is high time Budapest embraced this trend, writes Budapest Business Journal. Right on. So during the conference, he noted that many regulatory rules have been laid down recently on the European level, and it's in Hungary's best interest to make use of them in order to become a regional center. It won't happen though because of regulation, but rather on purely market basis. I think this makes sense. I don't think you can legislate a sense of enthusiasm in the population. It's got to be a groundswell kind of organic movement. And if you can incentivize people with the right market conditions, that's the best way to grow any industry. We talked yesterday about Australia getting into the game. James offered his commentary on why he thinks that they're offering the right kind of legislation, why he suggests that they're making the right moves to basically carve out a name for themselves in cryptocurrency. It looks like Hungary may be doing a similar thing, or at least they're on a similar track. So you have another speaker here, Peter Benedict, who's the CEO of Blockchain Competence Center. So he says, whereas all the European Union had been focusing on until around 1 year ago was regulation, the past few months saw a shift towards a more practical approach. And he noted that the recently established Hungarian Ministry for Innovation and Technology, in combination with, quote, an enhanced national digital well-being strategy, might foster blockchain players' innovation and fundraising potential. Hey, that sounds pretty good. So the Blockchaineum event was first held last year in 2017, the largest international blockchain summit in the CEE region. And it's got some interesting speakers. It's got some interesting names here and people that have involved themselves. So Paxful CEO Ray Youssef, Ethereum developer Daniel Nagy, CEO of Cold Storage Coins Rob Gray, CEO of Inlock.io, Saba Sabai, and Vice President of Hungary's National Council for Telecommunications and Information Technology, Zoltán Nándor-Szik. So, Bitcoin CEO Norbert Radoki stated that this year's event will help achieve new levels of recognition both nationally and within the Central European zone. Sounds pretty promising, and you may have heard about this as well, but in 2017, right, the BCC was established, and in March of this year, the Korona development team launched the first Hungarian cryptocurrency, Korona. And according to its developers, including Jean-Marc Stiegemeyer, a former Wall Street financial advisor, it will be a pseudocurrency unsuitable for actual transactions, writes Budapest Business Journal. It will not be a pseudocurrency. So that sounded negative, but no, it's a positive. It will not be unsuitable for actual transactions. All these negatives have my brain spinning. Corona's ICO commenced on April 23rd, and it's expected to end in about 2 months. So that could be an interesting project. This could be something else that puts Hungary on the map. Again, they're trying to create that identity for themselves. They're trying to create that niche and establish themselves as a name in the space. So what do you guys think? If you're Hungarian, or maybe you live in Budapest, or you're in this part of the world, or you have thoughts one way or the other, leave your comments below. Leave a comment for Alicia. We're very, very curious to know what you guys think about this. And all the original reporting is going to be linked to in the description. So from the Budapest Journal, Hungary ready to join the global blockchain market. Right on. And you have here the Blockchaineum website, so a little bit of a word about the conference if you want to take a look at that. Again, from the Budapest Journal, Hungarian cryptocurrency to be launched in March. So this referring to the Korona article from a couple of months ago. And if you're interested in the Blockchain Competence Center, which was mentioned also in Lisia's article, we're going to link to this website in our description. And a little piece of lighter news. This is from a few days ago. But cryptocurrency is about to go mainstream, says Ex Visa U.K CEO. So Mr. Mark O'Brien, who formerly worked at Visa in the UK, was the CEO of Visa UK, says, I strongly believe that cryptocurrency is about to go mainstream and we can be pioneers to build Crypterium into a terrific business. Okay, so first of all, is there a conflict of interest in what he's saying? Well, a little bit. Yes, he's bullish on crypto. He's very pro-blockchain. But that's also it's largely because he's gone ahead and he's started a whole business in that space following his previous life, his previous career with Visa, with others. So Mark was speaking during his appointment to be Crypterium's head. Crypterium is a cryptocurrency startup that is seeking to build a mobile virtual currency bank which will be a first in the world. Before joining Visa, he was an advisor to MasterCard, and he spent 6 years at Visa UK and Ireland as CEO. According to CNBC, after leaving Visa in 2014, Mark has been a key advisor in some of the most exciting startups in the UK, including Revolut, where he was advising CEO and team on product strategy, growth strategy, and marketing. He was effectively the third person in the team after the two founders. Mark also advised the UK's Royal Mint on the possible creation of a gold-backed crypto token. So look, take this with a pinch of salt, as any bit of news should be taken. So he's obviously pretty pro crypto. He's got some positive things to say, but he's also got his own funds, his own investment in the game. It's just kind of nice to say. I wanted to highlight this because it's really going from one world to the next, from the world of credit-based credit card lending to the world of crypto. So make of that what you will, but interesting little observation. So be sure to comment below with your thoughts. As always, guys, make sure you're following Altcoin Buzz News, because we alert you to the latest and greatest, whatever's happening that we feel is worth covering, whatever shakeups are happening in the world of crypto. You're going to hear them. You're going to hear about them on this channel first. So Altcoin Buzz News, do be sure to check that out. If you guys like this video, do be sure to leave it a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed, and that way you're notified to new video content, because we put out new video content every day. You guys know that, soldiers of the Altcoin Buzz Army. And what I wanted to alert you to, it's not something I've discussed at length before, but Altcoin Buzz ladies, guys, if you're not subscribed to this, I wish my content were this good. The stuff that they're putting out is fantastic. Sarah especially has been putting out a lot of great videos lately. Lisk, better than Neo and Bitcoin, top 3 altcoin, Chinese blockchain rating, LSK, core beta testing, top 3 mainnet launches that no one is talking about. So forget about EOS, forget about Tron. That's where my mind is. I'm an amateur still talking about Tron. Sarah talks about Oyster Pearl, Nulls, INT. These are big mainnets that are coming out that don't necessarily get a lot of time in the spotlight. So great projects that are covered here. IOTA, top 5 altcoin, and new all-time high. Asset tracking with Contact.io and Tangle. A lot of great video here, guys. Obviously, more content than I can even begin to discuss right now, but we're going to link to the channel in the description. If you're not already following and subscribed to Altcoin Buzz ladies, guys, maybe I'm splitting my audience here, and maybe this is a mistake because they put out stuff that's a lot better than what I put out. However, we're all part of the same team. I encourage you to check out Altcoin Buzz ladies. You're not going to regret that. In the meantime, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Leave a comment below, and I wish you a happy weekend. Happy trading. Take care.